financial sector cost. And then see 1 billion and Ukraine and so in Jesus or Cassadia. The government never say or Cassadia making it for on cutting expenditure on grants to other government units. On cutting by 6.9 billion. Now cutting by 6.9 billion. And if we say a poor government, because in the year 2021, we budgeted for 18 billion for grants to other government units. But the actual for that expenditure was 12 billion. The budget was 14 billion. 2018, the budget was 12 billion. 2017, the budget for grants to other government units was also 10 billion. In 2022, government budget said last year budget of 18 billion now was spending 11 billion. So the government the cost of 27 billion. It is only 6.9 billion is 27 billion. Somewhere above the 18 billion was budgeted for last year. And Ukraine was spending 11 billion. So your 2020, the actual for that expenditure was 12 billion. 2021, actual for that expenditure was 11 billion.
And then so Chodian Pokambas Yadom Edia Chet Yambio, welcome to Kessben, Amansan Ntie. So Yamamunache Efi Asida, Twin Towers, a walk circle, and crime. So Kumasi Uti or Kessben 93.3 from the popular Asida House, a Doom Kumasi, and so on Krahanswa. Yadifi Asida Twin Towers, a walk circle, Kessben 92.9, and a pay and social media portals, or call YouTuber. Kessben TV and Facebook and so Kessben TV. Now, and a person ya many munina no. You wedding come over bre, war Amansan Ntie Dumedie so. Now, the big question and say, and they are buying a church and say more, say COVID-19 at the Ahotre Beriase. Now, COVID-19 net chino, Russia ne Ukraine talk one so at the Ahotre Aberiase. Now, and Ukraine account be a man petrol war, Aquasoro, Jama so. Na a number $100 plus per barrel. And they as a form kakra, but the instead I sure say bet me about form and now a bessa call. And near a fair by penny for by and say, Yanamaka so more pedias lodge. Ya womo a syncona. Na Sasha didn't kite. Say, baby, economy na could do no, na and penny for no Adrian Joe home say, Omunko IMF, and now he live in the Kwambe never faswa on the passing. 11 no passage no say Ghana Mrasebedrum no majority no minority for no etwentwe abanebo if you say utie nia domdodo no eka ene honorable minister ye chieftaincy minister ahanta West MP yare de sabi nananom kre so omuso yare ontiapo nti edu ho a jamate sabi ombo na bombo e no de naba afi se utie honorable Frank Anodompre eyensa womu ono na ye chief whip a wase ono abusara radio asafo sese kura wo frɛ no kura wonyano and ya tresa so omka so omde leave sem no kwamra sebadwam ho a MPs in parliament, they are not going to get the number. It's a fact because udu kodu hosisi a na unit 2 MPs ni already no number ni 137 unless be ya omutimi ensentrene na honorable sara radio asafo aba na yenua MP a honorable Ontiapo Hunter West chieftaincy minister so ebi o makofo frifia aba na omumi enu aba beka ho na bi o betimi aye but for now no omunya sara radio asafo na honorable so mfa no say omuko introduce ade we de koka government business in parliament ho a omutimi enya 11 no baby economy na kogina say no dollar ni cedi aye bibia ho o share say baby a cedi no any dollar no enam no a cedi no eda form kura dollar no etwe no kro petrol buo kwa na ekosoro na omo predict kura say bi enkosi next week no say baby enam sa world market no yesa oil marketing companies omo de petrol eba Ghana Hama filling stations in nya no omo margins no me loading cost and shipping cost any other cost omo de ba beka ho nyina no anhwa na akosoro. Now the big question on pay maybe say Amansan Ntie Dumedie so ne say aban say ɛyɛ COVID ɛna Ukraine Russia war ɛna de saa nsɛnsɛm aba na sɛ woyɛ Ghana ni na nso wotie me wo amanone for German for omo Germany omo US of A omo Canada ne babia ne omo Ghana no aban cheche mo de maye no any reason aban de maye no eto asomo ye ne aban no nya dwen ye ntia se ma aban no na de ekọ no ye mo emia ya boso mu hu ne se e ahotira ba wiase nyina na bia ka Ghana anase bibi o ho a ye fi se aban no betumi aye na mo aban no na enye na dwen so obeye ntina enam so ma ahotira no eba mede di kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng betumi afrɛ me keke anopai ɛwɔ Amansan Ntie dwumadie so question amato amamo a meje madwenkyerɛ ɛno no ɛwetumi akɔ Facebook Kessben TV na are you sympathizing with the government ɛwɔ economic baby a yabedu sesei no sɛ Ukraine war Russia-Ukraine war ɛne COVID achi ensunsuanso na ma wiase nyina yɛ den wiase nyina yɛ den Nigeria ayɛden yɛsɛ wɔn kora de wɔn nya petrol bi ntɔ Germany Italy ɛnom ne US of A ne other places a ewiase baabi ayɛden sɛdeɛ aban no ɛka no nti ɛno no Ghana for yɛntie na yɛn sympathize with the government yɛn ka so ɛyɛ ahokyerɛ wɔ wiase nyinaa ɛna ebi aka Ghana ana sɛ ne siteɛ mɛgyima do nkyerɛ no ɛwɔ 0550 596 929 0550 596 929 obetumi sɛ adwane me wɔ Facebook Kessben TV na wahye ama onua so na dwenhyɛ no aba o comment ɛwɔ hɔ ne sɛn wiase ahokyerɛ ne bi aka Ghana nti ma yɛn complain yɛmia yɛn ntrɛmu saa ana bibi hɔ a ususu sɛ ɔsɛ aban no ɛyɛ join mo Facebook sisi a Kessben TV na ɛfɔ adwenhyɛ no bra yɛbɛka ne nyinaa ama mo ma menkwa wo no so na mene ɔhenkɛseɛ baako a ɛba amanyɔsɛm ne amamu ntotoa na nata na no tum na enura mo te sɛ MPP member of parliament baako ya ene ne bekasa ene na wi a de na no ato mu bi sɛ baabi edu no aban no ya ade free education nursing training allowance no me de kaka ho nyina school feed nyina aban no ye enso Ghana for sa ho kyerɛ ho no na on de osusu sɛ aban no enyan social intervention policies no na enka sɛ sika nyina no onfa enso economy no ntotoye mu na petrol no ne dollar ne ade no enka ne ma enye yie ebi no so fi sɛ aban no flagship program a ono aye MP ne wakyerɛ na dwen na mayene nananom so de wo ma no tum eba mamu ntotoye a hye no sɛ nananom wo hɔ ansa na sɛ bi kamam ka bi eba nana nkansa bodu ayeboafo agrikenzima hene na eta nana di nkomo e wa mamu nsɛm pa ntia no pai ma yene nana nkɔbɔ nkomo kakra na yeba na yene honorable MP nso edi nkomo kakra in the studio nso post4 wo Ghana nyina o kasemafo panimpa ye nua pani ya de nyina director of public affairs Supo Alexander Obeng ono nso atranse nche yebekɔ no hɔ na yene na di nkomo all what you need to know about policing any adwuma mo ye nyina no anabeba wo nkomo na bodu anopai Kessben TV ewo enkran eni Kumase Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 nana yamuachi o
bro hene
nana nampa chompo mi de
na mi ada Roma mi tu shaye
nana no eba amamu nsɛm a baby asese wiase na koduro no ene ntutuye na koduro no ya na edu baby a na mo so ya ma mo kwan na ma kyerɛ mo adwen kakra ede afa ensensem no ho no na question na yebisa no pɛ no yetietia ene sɛ aban no ye ode ma man oman no nyina ne sɛ eye ho kyerɛ ba wiase ne bia bɛka Ghana enti ma mfa so bo ma aban sɛ aban no ɛna enkoyie wotie ne opposition fo nso kom kyerɛ so aban no mode mo na enso ani aban no hu ba bia sɛ bi kotokuo kura wo no de kura hyem nti eno ne yeti mu no nti ma aban no meka sɛ ewiase ahokyerɛ nana mamentie o ba bia oman gyina ɛwɔ amamu ntutuye ho
ohe beda so pa yedika machia obia machia Ghana fo nyina na machia akantemawura atikoko so 24 o se 22 ne wura no me be kasa radio so na antia na ankoyi na ohe ma menka mi duntuo me enye amanyosem na yeye but yesi nyina yehwe me dika ka bi do si MPP ka se free education yentwem MP na okai no wache ma gene de but maybe no ya kakra asese ni se yeto mamu ha ye kwa bruche pie sika kese ni akotra bruche ni etipa remfo bi okura sabi adwuma wo de ma ne ha ese e fe bi live ne nyama wo de ma ne ha onye no ye no wa bruche enti se bo bia tumi kostu no bia adwuma bia enti se babo o ma no enti no kura de yan fanto baabi social intervention na wo kan just catchy abrofo no a bit sacrifice and some of what do ready or what do. Now, yet, bia for a year on my moyety. Papa may better with you. Oh, my big gun, I may be casting your soul. First, you know, not Kiddian Qua and Macolan and Ediza. And a great year over Costo. I won't pen or Kiddiano. There is struggle coming near the Akko. It is first near Tonyama, 10 cities, a day. Kamu said 10 cities now, Kodumakotono. Yan Tony said, you try your grandma, a dear Mutu cities never talk. And not just on my wire, the entire you. O mana bana tabamu. It is say, and if you know air conning, it is a few. The old car which say, you see, a mano, and mono moderno. In the mouth, example, now I am checking. Last year, men say which in Holland, men 30 quite. Holland, here to petrol liter 1.6, 1.6 euro, 1.6. 1 euro 60 cents. And I'm an old castle. Akuoko do 2.6. Opa Chekere, Holland, Opa Chekere. Oil, dear Dianity. Oil, dear Dianity. They are 5 euros. And then Kobusa, say, and then say, 8.5, 8.5. It's a rubber, Utoniama, Yeti Gumuma. They are 15 cents. And I could do 50. The America, before I'm trying to Ukraine war, no, best start 24th February, no, almost started attacking Conforno. Almost so much is in the Coho area, but almost track a 24th February, 2022 year. America, that petrol near tunnel 3.44. And now Uko California, 5.8. 5.8. Can you find you know? More oil reserve will be baby America. One more oil reserve and here there. One more echo party. So much that you show more dear no. As your difference abba. And the oil men swimming young Ghana for. Uko might be so now coffee at the time woman there at the go is starting now. It is a Ghana. That can't see a penny for one would be no boy home on the empire. Media man who America. Now I gonna be behind your politics. I see a cut, some of the Ukrainian track or mamma no. Yeah, seven, or your push to our margin will be almost a year research, you know. And your politics at them. And so much catch your man and say, won't never buy no. Say me, echo. But yeah, Ukraine, Russia. I'm on the oil, and then my name of factories. I can say, oil, I want a free bowl. And now oil petrol, you go a cable. Russia, I'm on the second largest a year. Woman produce oil. Right? It's a young mark for that. It's not 7 young Ghana for. They say it 2 ways. And your mamma, yeah, then, no. What you want? Kania, electricity. At the end, you know, Kania. In your petrol, you be to go a camu. But you are why this all Cosala, Nigeria. So much to a chair Ghana for. Also, almost a line. Petrol, no boy at the craft, almost there, you been 24 Cosala. It's a bit about Banabas. abana ya de ma o ma ne timu nya ne de e obetinya ye de aboa ne ma bia ne kro no obedi o ma ne se awokyere bo awokyere eni ho awokyere ho awokyere ni ho obebu o ma no enti maybe say eze ye nyina ye ta abana ti
na meme so asam kakra wa ha wabo aban ni di no ebinom din susu ya ma aban no ye ne professor Kofi Osei edi nkomo wa ha ye ne omo a enim sikasem kontabuo financial expert for nkomodie ne se ba bia economy na duro no nana no mo obebi amubu mo se hwe otiri hwe oche enka ban cut down na expenditure ene se niema na sabi kane no na nka ban ya na ono anim so we wa nya nka mfa bibia ma no nka ban cut down expenditures no na enka no bebo ama yetimi asevu sika na afa ni efre no leakage aban sika ojeje ni sabi aban dumefo a omo kata omo ni bo oman kro no nka aban mia nani na onsisi ntokuro no auditor general report about 4 billion Ghana cedis na sabi enwina fankofo nsa so mutimi emebu ho nkontaye no sa aban timi ekate expenditure na nka leakages no otua ntokuro no a binu fisa nka bebo ama aban na nya sika e de aye ntutuye ye nana no hu ni sai
oyini say asem papa asem papa so bi wi aban sika na sabi obi a onyim kontabuo sika ho kontabuo ho a oya accountant oye eye onyim kontabuo o sika ho obeka cho say ebi a leakage bi o baabi nti ya sikwa no ye ni ti sika no ne mfanye mpuntuduma na se mfanye bibia onka sambone ena expenditure na wo ka no ni bi de minim de oka but se abaye bibia emwa o mana eni kwa se ne de oye ani de me no mo ya agene but ya me kanyina kwa kusie de se sabi ena wo tu fie kwa wo hwe ofa free o sika wo ko tu school fees head no papa ni panic city baby abrofo na me de mo ye example tabia ya ti ko ma ye ya abrofo ni nyansa abrofo jimi masa you can't do that abrofo omo bi a wadi wani mu kai enti esi esua ne ma omo ye no ti e be kwa ko mo kromo de a esi ye ye criticize obi o wa o be criticize o be some question say esi a de ye kan oye de ye kika o be ka say wonu de papa ne de munya no de ya enfewuro na oka ba si ga sam de me ma wo no me pesa mo wi am cross check next week me pesa mo beta afre me mo bisa say figures na me de ma mo no eye correct na say eye correct
nana ya da se anopai ene obre nana nkansa bodo eboafo eye agrikens mahine and on the economy nana no so afem de kakra yene no akodi nkomo no abono so pa osima aduono me no on the show anopai eye Professor Akuoko Kwarteng graduate studies department war University of Professional Studies Dean and me war lawyer Dominic Brenya and swatna say and yade nyina Superintendent Alexander Obeng Director Public Affairs Ghana Police Service and so by joining a discussion see na ya share one or two issues be with respect to security now saying road checks no I won't send some at say obedua you may be sano and you want to me the questions no so about if you have any question for Ghana Police Service obeti me ediaba na yebisa either saw the befa Facebook Kessben TV obeti me the afa Kessben TV na ode aba and now the befa 0550 596 929 0550 596 929 0550 596 929 obetimi ediaba any question you have for Ghana Police Service omudie policing mpotemo ahodo mbrono ahodo mensini ahodo omana montio police force eyeye stimemfo ena yebeboa mo modwuma no ayeye nti kwan yebefa so be mo information no ene na mo so timi to anamo na omobo nyina ho banye anadwo da suo ma ayen ada no na mo so bom pempe na omo edi akwaniaba na womo ebo ye ho ban of course ubenya bad not wom ebia enye womo suban no womo ne ye no mfata omba be frem but the end me for womo suban nya no so nkwanti nkoka se ye policy ni nyina no enkoye dabi ena no a IGP George Akuoko Dr. Dampare bai bebre no anu omdi nkomo so say professionalism na bem posi adwumadie kosoro ombibia konanim nyama change nyama ekonanim anopai sankomo yi eka economic issues a yene mu nyina eka bomu na yaye ne ho now Peduaso Lodge from reliable source nyama mpanifo dwe ho no de dinkan eye ena no mrasa badwam minority no eye press conference ebisa aban say ya border neighboring countries etese Burkina Faso, Togo ene Cote d'Ivoire ya tutum na the economy na duro no omo wo emfimfim po emia wo no omo te border ho a na nko omo business ne so ombe ko Cote d'Ivoire na ombe ko Burkina na ombe ko Togo no makoye business kakra omo ntimi nkoma nti ama omo so ahokere wo omo so pa nti no aban no ntie onom ko do ponkroma de beto dwa se nche aban no wetu na mo na why is this restrictions no kakra and no, you're part of the agenda. Echo Peduaso Lodge. Mpenifo edwe ho. Ndi omo we Burkina Faso security issues, any other matters. Na oma hwe se ekwa ebe faso a ye land borders no. Ye betimi ama akwani abadie atumi akoso. Eno no ewo ho. Afa na no petrol buo ya aye abatros abesensa aban kom a sese kwa na ekosoro. Afa cedi any dollar. Ehun sensem no economic management team no dia no omo ye. These are three key issues omo ka ho asam. Na IMF any 11 and some no ebinum be ka ho asam se ka ho bi but from presidents omo de aba say IMF any 11 asam no ka agenda no but the economy asam nti ba bi on be arrival at bia no yaso ebe de akire na mraso badwam na honorable majority chief whip interested or dia to dwa no pay say afede wa brado asaf ano frank anodom pre na okasa wotabufu kakra also bow your head in shame adrasafo resign if you can't do the job afedi amabrew me fra okra omfa me hwewa hu sister adwana dey na oye anyway anopai yabe bobo eno so nkomo kakra afa parliament ho anso abeto dwa speaker wo Dubai abankes for smana babin no akitado edeby say o me request say wo per $50,000 bia ko kanisika ho bia sania delegate a report no enra no emzana na ene na edi nkomo no ene na edi nkomo na homa no kate enti ma ene na nwie na fe yemra studio na yento aso na no wada roma say ahoma no tekoi enti na me bisa wada roma de odi twato ama etie for kra
yemdi twato ama etie for the say ohere Ghana for yen wuti ni baby akọ ọma we na ye ma yen hwe kwan e be fa so a ye be fiesi ọma ni se de o kai leakage sata na me wo ho obi betna obi so bia obi fiabu kire betna no kwa mo bia me mo kan no mo obi adi aye tini boa ye tini boa no na wo bia Ghana sika ye Ghana fo no ye adwuma no sabi me menyo 65 years the kwa adwuma eba da bia they tell me from source answer na yentia meka no that's me ye adwuma tan sikia ne ya tell me enti ontimi be di tax baby a what I say sika kesi aye tia no oma abane mfanye adwuma ikeji say buy e woman attractive for na hu no e fi e fa ne tuatua ni nyina ye toso ye no e fi Ghana for bebre mpa adwuma the politics na ye adwuma pe se ye adwuma sika e wakakasam na ya mani sika asema nya no kre ya keka asema amba se ya na ye se nwasam kwa Ukraine and Russia ntokwa no affect o my bia that's the fact and yet we can't say ntokwa no affect we bia even America kwa affect o mo uko Germany affect o mo o baby abekobia Europe baby a it must say me nyan Ghana for say ye bi da ya me empanya policy abana obo no one modern so the fear yeta Nigeria na Nigeria yes Nigeria almost the sumu ubeko baby edum kania na ade atumi asodum so na ewo Ghana dum so mario intimate Ghana for say the enya me mo wo bai the entire banachi na nyame boa na se nyame pe no ye na sentokwa itwa me say Abano Bobono Modi. Said your buy our money policies are good more free education in your maniema and never to fear. Ucha unimu makurano to be person or bawa. Ucha yet way yabo borders are bobo fear. Ucha move for so. What's the money patrona? On the one about the deal with the first one or the other fear. Pasha, the young and your mobile.
Nana, yeah, that's it.
Abano, you know, energy. You know, you are more bano, abano, and economy.
Nana,
Empe at you, my head, my head. In young contemporary are thrown in your mapasabasa, a catty in Yamuso. In Yajuma, and you see, you know, a couple here, or my back near Yajuma, maybe be a politics and your politics, or my economy.
Nana, no pay, Yaneti for Edase. Nan cancer board you. I have for agriculture mahine and Yanin Kojin common in the studio. A year Yampeni for Yadu more Edijumano painty, yeah, share discussion segment, you know, I say. But I can keep testing and sending your messages. Or the befa Facebook or call Facebook Kessben TV and YouTube also Kessben TV and WhatsApp number is 0550596929 0550596929. Be another new WhatsApp. SMS 0550567929 0550567929. Mamma Mbenifo Akwaba na yen share your discussion no. Prof Akwaba. Dampo be there.
Adumara kwa.
So bia ho ye.
My God.
Even so professional studies to say maybe I come.
Nyame abehwe enti o share da.
Mo first strike mu ba ye mo hwan fe pa o lecture say.
Oh, me say one me stance on this. I'm a lecturer, a teacher, and you know, I dear chair, my students so hear me pa.
Okay.
And you have that joy in teaching your students and also fulfilling the mandate. One kasa odi ofato hunso.
Okay.
And the pass aban eti na. On many young penny for no kasa.
Okay.
Hopefully no. I'm said the penno. Yes, Abeka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mama lawyer Dominic Brenya Akwaba. Na lawyer Akwaba.
Yeah.
Na bacho ho ye de.
Yes, I do.
I'm saying now chese na dey share yo.
Say
bibia boko. Obi no cause I put it to you ni chamber ni bibia e kawo.
You go so.
Yo. Anyway, ma yen share a discussion segment na se na me ma opening kase pa. Me din kan ka kire am so obejon dey no pay. Director of Police Public Affairs, Superintendent Alexander Kwaku Obeng seated. Oh, God, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
yes, Chris Adum.
The film of there.
Oh, ne homi de ya Christo ejinamami. Ifri Steven Mreso bisinde. Ne ncho beba. No ahem so ya bomesu. Ashe ja obane onkunkun di mu a. Menye jiuni. Na me Abraham asini. Na enche. Mwani da so kunkuni na adum maba Kessben Studios for the first time. Compound why the last time there was a flooding incident. Okay. Na maba this time around, if you look at the improved facilities
okay
the topography no more no ne structures na Ghana will be cheaper.
Okay.
I like your environment. Yeah. I'm happy for Ghana and yourself and many anumwa no more share obama iso
and the anapa said me din kaka on program no you packed na mo ho donti and Kessben yatnase. So we have professor, we have lawyer, and we have police. And we have a lot for you. I'm just say super hona ya monko mo kakra. O ya say obeba me de me fly or fly na to me status na nkofo bi say say no my confused kakra. O position ne kosi for read no. But boy in kakra yan fancy yo. What is the difference?
I mean take the opportunity na no pe na me boss ase. The Inspector General of Police, okay. Dr. George Akufu Dampare. Enenia me some fun so. We am penny our Public Affairs Directorate, the Director General, DCOP, Mr. Kosifori, me manachi.
Okay.
Na me ba me shanase, edidi nase, esuan procedure juma kumanim. Ewo sa juma ya me no mienu ye. Me director. The Director General, penimpa.
And difference in the general no.
Until the opera with Macasemi deputy.
And you the director of police public affairs.
Yes.
And I was for the director general.
Director general.
And the general never has a question for it. The general number net is Alexander. Am I actually microphone about a new mammy? I don't pay whatever trick him cry. Now no pay. You won't come up. Generally, post for more bomb homoti. My shall say more road checks. Any more normal, if you are there for public consumption, to young cohort. Any more normal petrol in more activities are IGP by more rolling out. But your material for a business saying,
oh, Medasi, I'm say, Inspector General Police, they be okay.
Yeah,
yeah, they ding. Say, Babetrana, as a chin come for no.
Okay,
so a number. The enemy percent, who can be now, the Anka can now to us who can. If he said, was it Casa de F. Casa for pa. Then we are grown for. The police are kind of once my as a casa. There's not about lamentation. About say a human way. So that say a big impact on the lives of Ghanaians. If you say we Ghana had there are so many departments, and generally that is how it's supposed to be. Say security service delivery. Bambo you know. Ghana here Ghana pa. Ntie right after independence, over here, one of the major acts that was done under the Constitution was Act 29, the 29th Act of Independent Ghana. No, Criminal Offences Act. No Act 30 can and procedure. The Ghanaian conceive say the Uber Maya and Nipa, and no Omadodo dear. Ntie and she akwaba near a was a bra. Any choir, wa befaso, the abrano, Obeko and Yamfan Faso. And that didn't conceive police. And police, this is 1970, from the force to the act to the service. Our police service at 350 are established here. All these structures are in Ghana, populated with over 30,000 police officers in the 18 police regions across this country, with districts, divisions, districts, and stations and squads. Any teams of all levels. They say police is not confined to barracks. Levels maybe, but we say police for static duty points. No mujejira. We say police for now mobile on foot, some on vehicles, some on two-wheelers, motorcycles. And motorcycles they are so accepted by Ghanaians almost every day. You see Ghanaians even coming in their numbers donating motorcycles to the police administration. Sometimes they are located. They touched me back up about 2 years ago. And a public spirited person in Bono East. I think police Bono East. I know say Tachima. And I'm regional commander or this will be Mr. Moses Dianimu. The motorbike back. Eko chair. Say Juma dia yedi. But I mean mount picture of what is actually going on. In recent times. Na yebetia yenu anoma omutu kwan e free e bi akomase nkran na omunam kwan no e free komase e fatafo e kwa akofa bepo no e wo agona e wuram kosi mampon e kwadwira wa unim e fam pran e ko yeji na ne free pran e ba beaze e fa zamrama e ko kintampo e free kintampo e ka ba wa kura na koka denso na fa frautuntum black voter na asi akọ N10 ne so a e ko pem baga ene ne free example kintampo e twem e kosi longro ene bamboy no sa kwan ne sa bia no na akrowenfo asesa omo ye niam bi ede niam gu akwam ema police strategies bi ede gu akwam with the support of these motorbike niam nyina ebo ama sesei day and night ye nuanom a adehia omote sampatemu omukudidwa ehunim omutimi koba akrowenfo na ese Rabasa, or because there are certain security inputs. But now, Mr. Example, Metimaka about what is going on now in on the scalp down to Adoso, Echi, Amanfrom, Ejata to Vincent, Don Kokrum to Amankwa, all the way down. Nina, Okone Hoyedin, now call Chinere, and in Patemu, Massa, Ewoti, now Hoyedin, now necessary areas. Now Hoyedin is because who said the police administration led by the Inspector General of Police started some public engagement that is continuing. And groups are here, CS Society for no munshai. Entities are deliver certain services that require police input ben no munshai. Police football for credit in Sawaso. Okay. They don't talk code in Sawaso. Those in the banking sector no more in Sawaso. One celebrities. The recent time can say it to treat bine ese never be koswa etitia mamra sense I was walk rabbit ma boama abrasi. All this engagement in going. Inspector General Police feel say edu be kwa say obi opportunity say ocheja kelewole. Not knowing say enye kelewole as such. But that what did because of bonashe but who police are about 4 wars na enye. The policing is out there. And intino sorry waka na osi mountains wa one security are impacting on their lives, particularly those that have been impacted by crime. Okay. On call echo abobuano timino mo transit on the community in their caucuses emiti na and so was for cause first of all you must obesa also will be bia me ye me cause Dr. Baba lecture me ade okache mo UCC ni se opesa on chiro research topic a onya bi ma na emom de obetima ka chiro ni se obema o certain attributes mo se bibi wo ha nipa ko bi na ehon pomasibre eswa na tete perplexia o se ho it calls for research. There's a gap and intino so who say police are sorry and ne kasa keke o no akọ no ni ma transit ni edi nkomo na enema bi efiri akire ba na amanfo kase we koso we see esa ha edin bibi and these things are there at the community level but be anyone special be call Ghana ha dedikai urawa on the transport operators any kutam but be anyhow every crime but be awakobia any anadwokro on mbesha for example community problem be so it's like now it is community-led policing. Okay. Are you with me? Yes. Because that's where the problems are. That's where the police service delivery is required. Any headquarters in and it's not even at the division. Yeah. It's not even at the regional and the district. It is within at the community state in the alleyway. Yeah. In the communities as criminals and miscreants want to take advantage as armed criminals or burglars among others. Now ama police design and there are so many levels akoba said you as a ubia kase ni na prosi no afeli de bi so ka ho ama mpuntu a any da so ye nananom nyaaye omode police nhihye ye constitution ewo chapter 15 as with added investment and support from the general public, as we are enjoying more of our freedom from fear. Okay. And exercising more of our right to speech. Not only that. Okay. Right to communication and access and all that. And therefore, I think and yet, we expect you to see, and people see and they ask us, and then it says a motorcycle patrol have enhanced. As then, troopers on horsebacks adoso ese de na at strategic locations bono armed static police officers as a patrol no responses no very fast ese we are more common with the Ghanaian at the doorstep among others is because perhaps that's what Ghanaians want when we engage them and we continue to engage them and whatever that is their worry we keep on emphasizing say sometimes you don't even sit down for Inspector General Police to come but even press of a button 191 18555 0302 773 906 the two being to free will definitely have a response. Are you getting it? And the support
that we repeat numbers to be officer. Yashafone yeti for is very important. Yabema mohu. Officer to the bina edu dia na baby ono or supposed for ebem. I found we joining discuss here. Hi Kessben 92.9 ewa Accra, Kessben 93.3 ewa Kumasi, and live on Kessben television. Do you know the Amansan Ntie memenda anopa. If it's a breakosi non cron and yasin kunu de Abraham de Kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng with me frame KAK in the studio Professor Gokumen Samauto for Investor Professional Studies, Lawyer Dominic Brenya and Afe Mewo Superintendent Alexander Kwaku Obeng, Honorary Director of Police Public Affairs, and I didn't share discussions no as here no. Chief Wako Kansamba could be in Tiahona. Madam questions no SHCFA. Modern policing and IGP by or share more strategies than your mom or bobo so now. You say, I call your mind there, there be a benny pabonifo. Now, and Pempi know the criminals, and then the pabonifo no try say, I want to drink can chair more pussy for no. And tea, oh, no more strategy, we mo the bar, almost so Marcos Sanyamano, now some more science form, na most of the 4 fraba. And they, Moon say, omo de motoi robomo, and I'm the motor buy, and they mo say ebia Roberts no ewiakete ntina me hu say mo men dirigina vantage points o mo krakra you know sa modern policing strategy a okeka ka nyina no is it really working for you and the country and the people
one say
we assessment that is saying
generally yenhwe na me kan say ese nipa timpi akwantu ana dwonhye da nye hu bio. It is a crisis barriers and crisis above from power.
Yeah.
Una mwanasa okwa because enema bigu akwem. Are you with me? Ma ya warishe muse Ghana for so atiase ama emra so die so kwaso because once ade ba kwa administration keep on emphasizing say the entire policy Ghana investing in it say or the fahudie bia ama constitution ama Ghana nyina fahudie na niema ebeya ebetimetitie nipa fahudie so no niema ye dia kruchiregu criminal offences act no enti se opese obu obi fahudie so a yese okobu sa amra no so enti stress obi amumra so. Are you with me? And nobody is exempted, and therefore say the process abase yenhwe se obia emuso na mum okobu so dia yen emrashe ama yakade say apart from structures in the police no do magua mo at all levels no omuntu na mo nya nhwehwemu mpe ho adanse. Are you getting it? Yeti adanse de be base bisa bepe na yenya adanse no so a emran ma ho say yen chew na no ya na che no ya na koye kosibidi enti se bia mama niamba ya juma ye tool ba ko yiso power of arrest and investigating to gather evidence. Then evidence and transport you to court. Okay, then we end there. And no idea until we back it up with sensitization. Say, "Ogana be any mraso." When mraso, it doesn't matter your position in Ghana. Whether it's road traffic, whether whatever, you have your day in court, and that's why sometimes we take opportunity. Say in a occasion, be banana because. Police also, we see ourselves as servants. Are you getting it? And our lords are Ghanaians who own police. Now, ebia, you have crime profile. Now, you who say, oh, period be on occasion be for example, one way, addition police your mudi almost one shot near you must try. A bema marco ye near maybe a biboka koye bibia, a bear or have a brewom. Now, a bear say, police. ye na abeya budia keka sa ne te dia ye be preempt by alerting our lots say me baby ye koi ya anye careful bi ati ehun bi penti o nti ye hwe na yanko fumra no and all these are strategies adopting. I'm saying there also level of engagement physical for others to use our platform to sensitize and also ensure say any move we make when police services are exacted yemfensi Ghana for. And therefore, our media engagement of our partners. Let me take this opportunity. Now, I'm in Kessben for us. Any all media practitioners and houses in Ghana. Now we have press corps, police. We have press corps where our colleagues are on it. Not only police that we are engaging, sharing, and that's why we are also currently not only relying on only traditional media. Are you with me? We have a very vibrant social media. Which is powered 24 hours, where the information we all converge there. And therefore, it tells that the community members own police and they are leading, and you don't shield information from them. And these are matters that are critical. And again, we want to pretend that it's not also only about the external publics; it's also the internal publics that. They will also be seen to be part of policing, and that we are not demigods. If you are a police officer, and that we are all, you know, see a dimran, so shemran, we be partial. On the general public, the ultimate minimum. Now, police is there, you show them, and these things are we feel say you continue.
Yabeba ho. Baby, I wouldn't come on FI no. A part of issue. Yabeba so. Most most monitoring and surveillance unit and the MTTD, where cars I walk Kumase and crying, baby, omunam traffic more cameras or hono. Said Robin any tram or red lighter, now publishing a number. Eddie Abba newspaper, and animal bo say this person so and so, uncock omramoho, now omedi way no uncock court to them there. But I was saying,
a gosu yejuma papa. No, I say, ya pot ya baby, ama. Some of our media partners are Omogusu City, home base for any idea, Omo Boy publish, Metro Boy, and we expect Kessben Sumbesum Kakrama.
Me call website to one of them, who say you were GN 879714, GX 3612, GE 293, GS 3027, 2150W. GE 79917 and others are more published on website.
Yes, what you are saying is that we continue to do more. Now, for example, we are the latest year post to year.
Latest in Namibu.
Yeah, but there's one. I want to encourage the general public. Say, yeah, surveillance system now across the country. We're using it, relying on it in public. Again, yes, also, yeah, expect to say social media feedback. Say be a war. No one who say. Driver bi obi ye bibi ebetimi abo man ebetimi do wupra na japade say yaba intin ane krono bo beba ya institute informant reward system from even as high as 50,000 reward to be over my information of evidential value be unravel a crime be na sometimes without the general public input na heading na in the course you're encouraging the general public say the confidentiality and their identity will be shielded. And now, yes, I can say, you can't say, I'm sorry. I might do no my information on the social media. But they are publishing, he said, Ubiko Dravo say too dangerously or called soon overpass. And my social media handle. Or my or target, we've been able to use it as similar to surveillance information. And kohun driver yache etotona and Sunday ya court.
And to me fan say obi share Kessben TV and pay and obi TA. Na ebi ana police ni ho, but to civilian no na wo ho. Na Robert ni bi ye niam bi a ha adwen a eno no ye bobo mane ya mbetime di.
Eno na make say ye nua bi ye ne de o Facebook or tag police. Ema ya ye ho adwuma. Na ye ho adwuma wie no. Na Sunday ne ye de ko gina court. Ye de ko gina court no. Court no wie bibia no. Odi ntwo odi fo. If it's a coin of us drive videos na be ema court no say na so twene say okutua nkansika no 12 million. This is 1,200 Ghana court fine.
I see.
Enti ya publish no. And na we ma warning and admonish the general public because they who say he drove dangerously, recklessly, and one comply with road markings. So we told all vehicle owners and drivers say, rules of the road consistent with regulation 106 of road traffic regulation 2180 of 2012, and these are the things I put the general public because this is what they I believe general public wants. Say, but that policing will also be a reminder to the community members. Say, it takes two to tango. You have sent your servants, but the Lord must also ensure to be complying and supporting them on the field, and therefore say, "Wanyaka na dinam." Na wa nimra so ane process akawa yedo court. All this were communicated and clearly we have a capacity to gather evidence and now can we have a capacity and not only the physical deployment of police officers to use the human eye and physical presence to detect and what you call equipment to sweep to gather, but also virtual one where we are leveraging on the social media and the camera lenses and sensors deployed across the country and on people and in people's phones, so that all these sources are gather information. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Ghanaians. BBC na publish it. Near request some more. Now the informant to in recent cases bombo ni kumoji mukoye niema group no. Eventually, with the support of the general public, we'll be able to, arrest all of these. And so, it is important that you emphasize you say, public relation policing is the way forward, and we are enhancing our in that direction.
Okay. Maybe it's a key question now because when I say my chef for the for me want to know. IGP James Opobo no. Dr. George Akuoko Dampare eba no. There was incident be a robbery incident and a bullion van post 4B nom kotwentio chase akrofo na omo nya omo, but in the end no post ni no of share bullion van so no e na etio eka no. Ndimo de beto just banks work country mu omo mpe bulletproof cars na omo enya bia omo sika sem escort ni ade no ebede money banks no nkuta ode no sisi akosise
say it's a publish any last year sa no moshia heading komo ama certain level of security cover eno ye de tudwa enye e wo ho
so me ka say ye de tudwa enye ye fa
but you know my engagement you getting it and let's leave it at that so far what the latest year the betuja now if much say yes there's a breakthrough say there was a problem now you're outlining all the incident MIA from last year February and I said how and a scar on the conscience of Ghanaians when it comes to the robbery or through this receptacles because they know some coins move from one end to the other. Now and same for them. That's not Ghana su. Strategy. There's a breakthrough, and by God's grace, we have named it in the bud, and the rest is at the court. And we think that we must allow the court to process to proceed beyond. When we will finish our work, we push to the court, and then it becomes Attorney General versus whoever is involved. The police don't come in except maybe judicial service. That has a rule. So, but what is for us? Our service is clear. Say, incidents of crime, we deploy both proactive and reactive, undercover and whatever, to ensure the responsibility placed on Ghana. And then the Inspector General of Police and Police Administration, responsibility to protect.
Okay.
You get it, which is major what do you call article even the UN Charter.
Major
in the constitution. Very critical. And so lamentation, design strategies to name it, to give assurance to the general public that they can go out there and do trade. And recently Ubekaya, as a motorcycle. Na yede uko jiusika kakra uhani wa wabre. Wadodo dia kakra. Bia wodi bi ko hwe o mouth wodi bi ko to cement wodi bi ko yayi na wa ko je ne abehu traffic nsem na wo violently on motorcycle ne ehwehwem crofosika and all these things all of a sudden bibiansi enye kwa o. Are you getting it? Enye kwa. And we think this should be reassuring to the general public that with their collaboration and support we will get far. And for us, we are clear in our mind that never again say we are criminal. Na ubefa true. Na odi akobopu. Na odi ahwimfim krofosika. No atututu akunkum nipa. Say Ghana will sit aloof. I think never again. And police Ghana will come after you with full force.
Super, what na me da so gina. Na say IG buy no na mora ewo moment ne mo soro. Public no perception na no more about police. In quote, some of you are corrupt. Bill obefa kwa bi so kofa we bra waje obey way waje. Not all of you, but some of you. Public no perception be say corruption. And I trust to cry no bebre no ni post for ni because we say cancer tell no cry betimi akọka kire say be from for na ni paboni no ama oni net society man ho abekire no. But George Akuofo Dampare by IGP by no na me atrom na public confidence no abasro. Now say abeto just say robbery e course so Jamestown ya you man no say na me fa ne currency hwe ne kwan wudi mu amomu bi na na eyesa no as a public na dwa yo mo kesene kakra on that boayan kakra e wo ho me pese be details how you did investigation because mo adwuma the any question dey to dwane e fa ntoda sa asem say basa una wo kasama posi obeka na say wudi you mu amonkofo
say we ya kan won say mama me ka say
ya studio how about you see ka
ya do court kra but assurance the man say there's a breakthrough through investigation. We are proactive and reactive strategy. But maybe
situation where among you,
maybe
yes, okay,
and there is a breakthrough because say if you are successful in your investigation, the impact is wide and across,
okay,
both down and up, isn't it? And it is also refreshing. Say such problem exists. Me dear. Apart from being a police officer, no, you see, I'm also a staunch Christian. There's nothing new under the sun. Yeah, na if you say ye nipa ye mre, ya from ya sword. Enti say iwo wi ase mpachoti o. Ebi ye du frupe. You know what I mean? That's his human nature, and you must know it. And policing is contingent on the situation. Okay? When we are falling because of the same problem, and it is critical, and that's why we design strategies to ameliorate problem of sin. Anything the police haba. And nipa that's an idiot. Say because I mean nipa 100%. I mean police I'm trained not to believe in people. I should be suspicious of everybody. I'm not surprised that even when God was with us on earth, leading the people of Israel, when they were on the fringes of Jericho, entering Canaan, Akan. When God was with them, with the 10 commandments written, thou shalt not steal. We say when I went and I saw the spoils, I coveted the Babylonish garment and then the silver and the gold. He stole them, and when he stole them, he came in the camp when I was bring it. He dug in his tent and put it there and covered it up. But the Holy Spirit revealed it, and he was killed and all that. But what is this? Is that the Nyankopon Kwarteng actually one in Temokra of Ahokoye. Let alone we mortals, falling beings. It is not never for me. It is not. However, professionally, I was disturbed.
Okay.
Because of the history, because of how far we are coming, and where we are, and where we want to go. However, we are resolved over the 30,000 police officers populated in all the 18 regions. We are resolved. Say, we will not even shield our own. Are you with me?
Yeah.
We will protect all as well, and we will ensure. Say, whilst the administration is seeking the welfare of all police officers, the primary welfare that we seek to enhance is the Ghanaian. who starts, who has created opportunity for us as public servant to work within the police department to ensure say services need designer tailor-made that compete anywhere in the globe will be tailored to ensure that police services on diurnally, nocturnally are delivered to Ghanaians. That is the most important thing.
If you don't see a more positive because we need a lot of background checks and some of my recruitment.
What I'm saying is that it's through police investigation that led to the
I'm talking about recruitment.
I'm coming.
Yes.
That. And therefore, through our system, we are able to do all. What we must also notice that I've said that police system of recruitment enough forms are two. I'm saying that we are human, and we are noting it down. We have 30,000 police officers across the country, and it is a Bako on its own, not planned and executed by the administration, but by his own frolic. Naturally, it will be difficult to use it as a standard bearing to judge, and therefore, I'm not surprised that all these through the same system has exposed, has identified, has arrested, has charged, and has put before court of competent jurisdiction. That should tell us that even the service, there's more to do. Again, say unim say and check the three projects were inaugurated. Bako welfare, it has to do with our new OPD, and Bako 6.5 million Ghana cedis fund, medical intervention fund. The police in here. Again, that same day, a big edifice was inaugurated. So Nima police station, police professional standard bureau headquarters for the first time with director general and again another woman in charge. Are you with me? The DCOP Ms. Donko. He's now at that level. Well, it is about the conduct of police officers within the police service. Are you with me? That's the level we are taking, and there are so many other strategies within that department that very soon I think it will be communicated to the general public, such that the emphasis is also going to be on the police officer, because we cannot run away from such incidents, can we? And some of these are isolated incidents, we cannot. But we must nip it in the bud, because that shouldn't be in our way. What should be in our way is our consciousness. Because across the country, the police needs. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
The police needs. Unless you don't go outside Accra. Police needs are varied. And you're common. Are you with me? And how the Inspector General Police will lead the police administration, supported by police management board members, regional command district, to ensure our frontline officers who are deployed out there.
Yeah, but you didn't also, mommy.
Police for commercial cars police for working a quantum ponso market days ye di animu di eche ne convoy yi ko anadwo ye dem ye chiro ba bia police for gu o na say anywhere we go Inspector General Police na no mo say I was touch me join na me so because he me free such requirement na Inspector General Police na jo about 48 hours near yejuma na a cord drop on so na ye saba kumawu in the middle of that area. Next person ya bo tani and a jeshi na ojina one any police for transit na one ne ma supported by Director General Visibility any welfare na omne ye mofrey and I do the sumu na bobe 2 a.m. sumu and I do and I'm saying that I'm just want to say that if you have these committed police officers, men and women, delivering services. Now, me boba bi airport oko charge police fogu mankuma omo oko labranga omo busunu omo oba na oba besin eko yametwa yego ye osisi a ye oba na oba ajofua esam ene debiso oba all those outlying areas. The police officers who are delivering police services day and night. You see the team is over and 30,000. And so say Bakufo Koyesi, I don't know how to say hi and ham. Say Bakufo Koya, now I say Abeba say now ye may opportunity and celebrity. And that's why everywhere we go in the police, Inspector General Police, or now or meet police officers we are, Obia we are, you want to come to where you stay. He will meet you there, apart from your duty point. Okay. He will come and sit with you. And so I think
super just a follow-up. Just a follow-up.
This the conversation I agree. Say we no be a hardring, but best say Kessben. Every month, most celebrity some of our police officers are these outlying and suburban areas. Say am Kambia. Ebia other Ghanaians no see those services.
Best celebrity. I want to talk about Sima and Watche. I feel what joining ya in the studio. Professor Kokumen Samauto, lawyer Dominic Brenya, and your war superintendent Alexander Kwaku Obeng, Pussy Kasama and Yesim Kunya studio. Subo 1 minute pe na mibisala question ba komesa ba hobio. And I know I'm call tema Ashamai Boteman say Mokwaku Tracy nipa bia supposedly na mususu omo na eka aposifo amochi omo no a omo robo bullion van e wo enkran ene Ghana no Kessben 92.9 mokodu ho no mo the statement bi ba bonten say number 58294 Constable Randolph Jima Ansa, number 53549 Lance Corporal Stephen Kwakunyame o omahwe na Ghana for ntiase papa. But say pan and city, my statement no what the my say na mo ka no.
We enko fa chire nsa me wura dan no.
But we enko.
Wo dan wo gudi da, wo sa ko fa chire nsa.
Me go fa chire.
Me say ya
statement na pese ya ti ase. Na mo ka ne say poti.
Oh, the statement is clear. Me Director General Kasa so ade na kodu court nti. Ye mpese asem ko be kan. Ne mo dem say me hia free ho. De bibi tu da. Mo nkoso mo ye. Grofomi no be. They have sustained gunshot wounds. You see, health facilities at Wakra, Tema, any outlying areas and adjoining regions. It is a very Volta region, any western region, eastern region. Look out for such persons. Only two. Mema Kwabrane say we who bisa do sinibio be a crew, kusikru beba hono. Bacho Muni police as a tree. Meanwhile, there are other levels that are perceived. There are other levels that we are perceiving. Okay. We want to leave it at this one because the court is handling the matter. I don't want us to labor it.
Mo statement na mo de buy no na pesa uchi. Interpret
the statement came before the courts, isn't it?
Yes.
Your court ni we no. You see, we have not been talking about it. We leave it for the court to ask relevant questions and seek answers for Ghanaians and persons. No.
Enipa na amode omo kono akwachi omo no mu bi na bo police fo mi ni tio ana mo men na mo koni bi na mbo tio ana nko mu dwane with handcuff na etio kan o man na person.
I pray me pa show them Israel.
Okay.
Say after court.
Okay.
We normally don't want to go into nitty-gritties of matters because the court is competent enough to raise some of these issues.
But someone number investigation about court.
Oh, it depends on what the court will direct. Until there, for now, no. Let's move.
The job maybe Sarukana family no kase ebesi sabre kura no police service ema omo hu se ne nam so a omadishi no hwe wonkwa.
Me say we have our protocols.
Okay.
When it comes to BBSC. And then so me was is here BBSC am Inspector General Police and no pay. We were phone so. From Beura the Abusian for also no kasa no. No akasa.
Okay.
And you say no kasa we are BBSC actually. So we expect to say we are we cry and release BBSC. There are certain things that we do.
Okay.
And police Abusian Abusianfo ne ahemfo de anim ye commission be amahene
baby na public ne ye worried kakra ne say but baby na public ne ye worried kakra ne say omo na ye mo main suspect mo lead suspect beboama se nipa boni fo bi kura e ka omo ho a na nke betimi a che omo nti omo kohwe omo nkwasa no na aye.
I'm saying that leave police in Sasao.
Okay.
We say court. Let's compare there. Let's move on.
Superintendent Alexander Bay, customer for the Ghana Post Service, and you know, AD and Comono. Messages about Drosso. My name is Brensuni, but few ones to be. Almost say, muchu motono. Traffic light to swa. Omunina na omochum. Titri and cry ha. Any comase, any other parts. But then I can't.
In fact, when we say motorcycle, I another scar on our conscience. Then tisao, the Ghana ban is saying. Near in an alma yemra. I told free to senka motorcycle crowd. And wanted that ho. In the Yamon Pim na Yakoma or commercial registration license. Na Yamfanye dispatch and Kwa Yamfanyama. And na yen transform for ni kui say trum car. Some cars a trum car in private. Nanso, ese emrano team nanso Ghana for enya suatra enu aye de say wo de motorcycle be ye nia emretia e de afa nipa giskania de ama motorcycle abeye kwasibidi ama na nsan de e be mfie be 9 by de ese ahyan wo Ghana ekum nipa no
ajo be microphone
ahyan wo Ghana ekum nipa no say ekum nipa be yo ha emu be ye nduenum de motorcycle kakra bi de kuyan Jine motorcycle there say abeye ko de wo last year kumbe apim ni akiri last 2 years kumbe 700 ni akiri yatete enti manu pepomasibre ama pomasibre no ensi pinsi ta metima assure say very soon the police led by the Inspector General of Police Dr. George Akufu Dampare Edi shishe bi ba be kan
okay,
because ya hu se ne awokan na ya de a hadwen
okay,
ewo areas akan ya particularly urban. 2, the roads are normally choked with high traffic mix.
Okay.
Na motorcycle no because they are vulnerable na commercial interest women no they are lawless and they na car bobo ma dudu owu no I was saying she backed by some informal radio system. Inspector General of Police, some or the Nina Baba to you because why I know. I share them. Now, Kasa and Yakasa. I near person form. But it is a problem that for now, what police is doing is using soups and other things to check set lines, motorcycle, and register. And register no some insurance on roadway. What shall we check? That's we can do. But the incident, the issue of say, they find the pan and now find the pan acquire team because sometimes it's difficult to know who the artisanal say Utiesca and answer when Tiesca where it makes enforcement difficult. However, there are levels we are there, Abeboa, need him say a pound to man.
Okay,
Mubeboy, I'm a Hunde Ubo, and then Tiasia, and no papa, Ghana for some worker near the abo, Yenu near the motorcycle, the humanity or one, or Muticulcasium, no. Any incronkitoma omudi as public servants omudi ejuma e bi di kofum e bi so e di do ane nyama bebre na kwambe ne be fa so abomba because omo mu no Ghana de she no mum de meka ne say yenya nuru onyina nwie no yenya ye motorist
Adaka kasago microphone
yenya ye motorists I Ghana and I'm talking about it 4-wheelers and above yen who say motorcycle users have been declared vulnerable by UN in 2010 and has incorporated it in the decade of action for road safety. Say, in the many, about 50%, are vulnerable motorcycle riders. And therefore, we have ratified this in 2011 November. And we have incorporated it in our National Road Safety Strategy 3. I implement. And it's still carried on by UN last 2 years. In the decade that we are moving, 2020 to 2030, within the strategic development goals, the next steps, I can't wait, how my UN member countries, and Ghana, you na ye driver. I'm talking about, say, ma those who are on 3 and 2 wheelers, they have been declared vulnerable. We know it in advance. I'm advocating. I'm a driver. I should look at all times for such vulnerable people, because those who are on it are our own. Some are our family members, children, and apart from those who are using it in a very indisciplined manner. For say they share mam say motorcycle for omunim di papa omomre nti yetwe car yen ka say 4x4 nti pon na ekutwa form so yen hu yes ebeboa
Sublieutenant Alexander Kwaku Obeng supo nkomo no yabo bia messages no de meka se media kira am say na be foul time ni nyina am say brain ho de odi twatwo ama yahwefo ene yetifo and 1 minute na yene lawyer ne prof mo la majana so bezo bisa super asema na
okay say we are aka bibi kakra
but say osre kwan ko wo ha gina pressure was yes
yes member police fiber so nyemo won but me feel say nyema kakra or say education
yeah
nyema be especially motor traffic act no and in regulations ko for be bring okay who nim say unya 25 years want to make a commercial vehicle.
I see
I want bring him into say you need 25 or license there back can commercial vehicle na accident bar insurance company no will repudiate the insurance the claim
that's on to ya kago microphone ye mbese mtini ba neza say Robert ni nyamfie aduonu no na otu commercial vehicle na odi konya nkwansi a obi a otika no bia nya
insurance company ni ntia do what license all right you are supposed to drive private vehicle not commercial vehicle. The insurance company na ntia also koka na na kwaji compensation baka na nso ni bia be there eno e several matter ndika na ni bia yes we prakwa.
I see
so no say this week president car road accident who asem
yeah
to we say the road accident havoc a rock to nation families are ntimi be sre say sometimes super wa hey omune unions no any station masters ni omo executives ni bin passengers impo the be education mo hu akotena ke 22 for car commercial vehicles
okay
e okroma say na until say accident meba no obi anka hwe me hu me nti say police achi obi akọ
na omo say adwuma ne ho nti
there be but emra
okay
and na road accident me ye adwuma insurance companies me ne ma hu no me stroke papa obi wa tumi onya accident yes on tumi enwo straight this be a true and that means obi ha 16-year-old akola okọ school ni etwa ne nan look at the number of years be obedi we ase
okay
until I say you find it seriously na education boom because and it's not for nothing say mra na yes say unya 25 years one can commercial vehicle e bibi ntra but I be actually say the panning too matured so be our car sprinter 24-year-old or car sprinter we nipa do ewu yenko no dey ono agro na so e be matured say yeah but in terms of driving no dey agro na so no talk car accident bar the trans company say wo ho miemia we pra bibi kakra nka bia de be san ho yare no so ayese ntua car dance bi kra no pension na de sika akoto car ba ko wo be si wo no we soon anya judgment na judgment hunu because we can't execute it we need ska what the council ayen tuntum in civil law nti me feel say education no in terms of road traffic offenses in terms of who can drive and who cannot drive whatever education enko big ho
lawyer I thank you mam te prof I super ko so bia wo ba ko me bia obebisa ba wo messages ne de bebre wa ha e bi e ka bail conditions yes mama bail a ya niska but
I'm planning na nsam
I also saba o ma bail a niska but e kura se de uko ma bail a inspector abon so afa na ba no na o ye ni se ko ba se ko one try ne no say onipa de dem
allegation
and I'm because the message is I'm reading from listeners message is already by the dozen. Hey, Prof. Oh, baby, kakra police na share another
I think I'm highly impressed with the social media press releases these days. Unlike those days, we always conjecture when issues happen. Within minutes, sometimes within a day, you are able to get information. They are very quick and very apt on social media platforms, and it's good for us.
Thank you.
Nanka near Esin and saying we're all following those police officers who were alleged to be part of a robbery gang. And as soon as it happened, it was on their social media work platform. And that is where the people are. I always say that as a good marketer, you always know who your your customers are. And today, we are all on social media. The handles you use, Twitter, virtually everywhere, very active. Of course, it's about information on my platform, and that's very good. It's a good platform for the police service, and I think you are really rendering the services that Ghanaians want. In as much as we have some few issues, and it's an idea. Waka, it's a human institution. You wouldn't expect everybody to be that perfect. So we will pray for you.
Thank you.
But this morning, I'm so impressed.
God bless
yes, I'm so impressed.
Zubo, that's
yo, me da tifo nyina.
Kintampo for say ye mo abaso ne kan say o market day ya na Robert Star be ha omo. Enti Kintampo commander say otimenka we dey wadwuma ni kwa say me dey ba headquarters tina commander o ba bia no. Enti yedase for your side. O say ye dey enidie ma obre no. Enti ye be say hia bio yedase. Ye no so Lieutenant Alexander Obeng na esi nkonwa e wo Kessben studio ha. Ya bo enkomo kakra about police no numbers no de to dwa no wa ha ntieria me repeat e de amamo prof mama say wo ho na yenhwe economic issue petrol cedi dollar pedua so lot mpacho yentie prof
let me say sisi an enkomodie no when it comes to the economy people are talking about yenko IMF. Some are talking about
topic ne say binum pese omo kire say ewiase nyina na yede and you sympathize with the government.
Okay.
That is from other side.
Yeah.
But we say from the other side so much so there be omo beneko fodo na be de challenge Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia economic management team no na nya de omo na ebo omo homodin and ya bedu ba bia adre and you sympathize with the government enye bato yanko.
So you see a banner issues of conclusion to probably some perceived observations. One could easily say, you can say whatever you want to say. Yeah, no, what we do is to look at the issues as they are. So, can you say because of some challenges, everybody should go? No, in Kessben. No, because you play a specific role. As a presenter, the finance people play their role, marketing people play their role. So, OPSO assess your one. You look at the contribution of each and every sector. Now, what recommend as to what must be done. Now, let me say, I mean, it's a global thing. It's begun in 2020. I mean, with this COVID issue, I will always say it. Some people don't want to hear it, but it's a factor. You can't analyze our current economy without COVID-19. Neither can you even analyze the current predicament of our dollar, our oil prices without the conflict in Russia and Ukraine. I mean, these are, very, very critical players in the oil industry. Whatever happens to them, it triggers increases in oil prices. Let's look at the issues one by one. Ghana, no two ways about that. And Komodiani said, should we probably address the issue with a homegrown policy? And I say, IMF. That is a critical issue to discuss. And then, I say, Asia, for Asia. Now, one Asia, one train a coin faso. Now, the average Ghanaian, Onyanka, the way I see, a friend said, $2 just did, Nanka a brass kakra. Nanka the way fuel prices cost no. Nanka above from kakra. And no and here Ghana for an epa. Now, Minya one say in the management of economies, no, the fuel and other friend fuel prices, it controls virtually, it influences virtually every sector of economy. Because we are so much dependent on fuel. Until you say bam in Suya our normal mobility affected. Everything, food, everything. Mostly, I said, yes, the management, the economic management of the economy, the management of the economy should look at how best to address and cushion Ghanaians when it comes to the constant increase in the oil price. Now, the suggestions are say fully a year to taxes be was so ye free so and also no you free so na you say aban so lose revenue me bona na sa revenue na o lose no what it means is that nyama na target na aban that was okay oil revenue kwa aban a project here 6.6 billion you will be one ma make say it is true levies no yeah and also what need here because Eslan kwa 4.7 billion aban expected say and all these revenues have specific roles they play and to say ye free so any asem into nyina say in spite of all these problems no e kwan ben so na ban be fa na say lessen the burden, the economic burden on the average Ghanaian. Let me say this week, you know, and before we didn't come on na metie I for one so a day one this CSOs no utie one who kind of more findings now sometimes no any academic academia no etumra ebobra because we look at the sectors. One I mentioned the issue of managing and reducing waste. Now they have recommended to the government say one reduce the number of ministries. Now one cut costs in terms of even their entitlement by 20%, over 20%. In saying to build that confidence in Ghanaians. Say, indeed, our leaders have taken the lead, and for that matter, they have the moral right to appeal to Ghanaians. Say, we are minimizing costs in the midst of hardship. One have also come out with some policies via IMF. Meaning 2015, echo IMF, no, Sika is less than 1 billion. No, with its restrictions. And if we have alternatives, like Ghana Chroma, you bet to me, fashion out our own policy at Buano. And no, it's far better. Now, many for your dream power, one of their recommendations. HSA, the government should try as much as possible to see how best they can have the e-levy passed. Do you know something? This e-levy thing, the policies are yama. I say, enye ni bibia e de pa won o de share MTNG 1% transaction bibia nobody sees anything wrong with it. What I say, we've gotten to a stage on minor iodine and how should we contribute? You know my stance. I've always been accusing that the way it was started was a bad one. There was no proper information and education, but now it has sunk down. Now, Edu baby, I was a Ghana for contribute towards it. Now, Ghanaians will, and you say Yaswadion, but Uma Tiasie, now you the benefit of it. Yeah. Now, VAT would have been passed. Let me say, you didn't come up this week, MPB. Let me say, maintain ye, but a chamasum kakra. Na or kase
Honorable Kennedy Nyako or say Achim Swedro
Fresh HS no
Achim Swedro yene no kra na yene no interview but am say PC nya no den baba Honorable Kennedy Nyako say Achim Swedro no kase a former deputy agric minister and member of parliament now Achim Swedro no say aban entwa free education and other social intervention na obetime nya skade economy
menini nyadwin ba ko say
okay
and to be frank with you Kessben Kebi
okay
but I'm telling him say he's wrong and one shey ye kura na akan constituency hono first HS would you say Accra and Owa your income level high and you know say nkrofo ka first HS ye ntwem also udi echira kowechi na ko hwe nkrofo look people's annual income, 200 cedis for Kuruma. I mean, money is not a problem, but to go to school, basic education. Look, senior secondary school, so basic. And so be any. What I say? Now, so or no, MP, cast a be year in the midst of difficulties, a be year. Yen chemudia, meaning nyadring.
Now, angle of the FIBA say, this is the problem. Economy. This is the government. Or your free education, school feeding program, a lot of social intervention, planning for food and jobs, and others. Now the abani you know, you look as if say we take Ghana for no beer and economy no more economy no more and the gabano any sadness in training allowance, in teacher training allowance, no say freebies no. Now and confess as economy invest war. The economic aspect with respect to say be a subsidizing fuel and I be a city dollar no. Now and only because I say. I don't know, yeah, dear pa, but the people are not showing appreciation.
It means he doesn't appreciate the need for social interventions. When it comes to difficult moments in our lives, the government has the obligation to provide social intervention. US are buying the midst of the year 2020. One man what shall them one year Juma Sikasa Munkodi free without any obligation. Social interventions are timely, are time bound, and it has its needs, it has what it wants to achieve. Please. Yes, indeed, we can manage it. But you see, I mean, back to free education. And when you hear me, it's one of the policies. Make us say a buying way initiative here, media. Not because I'm so biased because I'm coming from the educational sector, but it be alleviate poverty. Now assign, educate and empower Ghanaians in the years to come. So say we repeat benefit. No benefit in the years to come. That is why we appreciate the essence of free education. How can we sustain free education? Look, for the past 5 years, it's on record that we spent over 7 billion on free education. So on the average, in a year. It's not like less than 2 billion. What is 2 billion to Ghana? Kessben. No. What is 2 billion cities to Ghana? Free SHS, they shouldn't touch it. They should rather touch the waste in the system. They should rather touch things that of economic, burden to Ghanaians. Now, I try to limit my conversation and submission to critical issues. How do we solve the fuel issues now? Edu baby say baby econo.
Okay.
Because as at the price range 10 cedis almost 10 cedis per liter.
Yeah.
Baby cry. It depends on the type of fuel I want to. Maybe we can't give high grade maybe. No my average. Once the teacher for the yes case. Well, what's the lawyer there? Only the ones who charge per hour. The ones say so internet. Yeah. Me buana. Okay, maybe you can.
But Professor, the ordinary teacher. Professor Mo. Professor Mo, the professor said this case and a lawyer and the other so there. Anyway, that was just by the way.
That just by the way. Yeah. Sorry. Now, Edu baby, I was saying, a buying no share, quite a fossil. Now, why lessen the burden of Ghanaians when it comes to the rate at which fuel air corner? I think, say,
Don't can so when taxes in the free so.
Yeah, taxes there.
Na omunya hu bibi but prof. Oh yeah no. What do you make of analysis be a no so yes say? Aban projected revenue with respect to budget 2022 per barrel world market fuel na $65 per barrel. And Aban and Ghana a petrol na ekoto wa no. Your projected revenue no na 65, assuming $70 per barrel. Into ya could do more than 110. It is a band and for so petrol no cotton. So into any can be non for me cushion.
A hona mebano. So oh baby do no critical. I mean we're in sync. We are not just a fuel consumption nation. So we also sell. So you see, there can be a set off. Our bank should look at this revenue stream way. Okay. This year, we also benefit when fuel prices globally increases, and there's a need for a convergence. Say, Abai, please, baby, you do know. She said you offset some of these difficulties, the continuous increase in the price of fuel, by trying to use the revenue gain here, okay, to alleviate the hardship on gas, because it has become critical. Now, the fuel reduction alone the issue. So, I mean, tax levies are here and also. Okay, I'm so can you buy 2 cities yesterday? 40% of it, 2 cities, we 2 cities free, maybe won't be in so because some of them, as last say, you know, it has its purpose. What else here? And then the other specialized and energy sector levies and all that, they have their specific roles they play. Which may be free so. Now, let me say, the OMCs no have come out with a lot of issues. Almost say one more tough fuel now. Say on the average, you know, yeah, fuel a ton of 1.26 per liter on the world market. What I say, it's $1 netto. So if you want to have a stable pricing, cushion the currency for them, okay, some rate be you can help them by not like creating a market for them because this part of it. Now you say in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you know, this is how we are going to sustain the fuel prices. Now, utu fuel man, nyamana ya tumu no back biemu. Se fuel price na bus $60 Ghana na yewo nyamana ene ye tonu a friend say 10 cities no. Say ma 2 cities biemu. Enti e buy say indeed, the revenue na yenya every the increase in the global oil prices, no. Yen used to be offset some of the hardship. Now, finally, no, mestre Ghana for any minority, and then the majority. So you see, to sustain this good policy of free SHS, no, let's peg it to the e-levy.
Okay.
Say a certain percentage of the e-levy should be used to finance our free SHS.
E-levy na bind the odebaya bada.
And I make us see.
Or the road infrastructure.
Meba.
Employment.
Meba.
And
baby I want meba. You see. Baby I want any other sources of funds.
Okay.
I want them the free SHS no. Only those funds for some of these policies.
Okay.
Because Ghana for per se, they want something tangible. Free SHS no. Wow. Ghana for accept you more paper because it benefits the masses, not the few. I mean, how many people are rich in this country? There are few, but the masses out there have the opportunity to know, to be educated. And one and peg it to rate a percentage of it is to run free SHS for the next 10 years. Now the Akano, they are supporting whatever you want to do. Okay. Until then, education is gone down, but acceptability is a problem, and you need a strategy to get this out there.
And I was at Parliament in the past, but Uche Honorable Anodom Prenra, I say address for a video of Breno, a friend crown for. I don't know majority chief rep. I say some many fees MP, man, don't me the biocra or on resign a video of Breno. Baby, I've been doing Professor about hobby, Mammy call up.
Yeah, I'm managing. They didn't manage well.
Mesaba Profobio na minty lawyer and so kakra. Obetimia join me on Facebook. Kessben TV na odo message aba. I have a lot of your messages. Me ko akokenkan ni nyina lawyer na no sia. Amam na me fan to just Sesia Russia and Ukraine tokwa. Supposedly dia ho kira ba no. Anope President Zelensky edema Ukraine wakasa. I say why crowd say on Russia man penny Vladimir Putin besia na omanu asondu apam ebio wakan wasa repeat no pay say onko na to ni bio onko join na to ni bio enti nipa oye mediator ede nipa oye mediator no eye Turkey man penny Recep Tayyip Erdogan ono na oye mediator enti wone Vladimir Putin adi nkomo anopay ena one Ukraine man penny Zelensky nso adi nkomo. Na condition na Vladimir Putin dia man say Zelensky nyintum say onko NATO onka NATO no asem bi waka so onko but on de beto krata so eno ye 1 2 ono na de share wo Ukraine memu a omo kan Russia kasa no ya na Zelensky nkofo no tata omo nti eno so woni ntum say on tata omo bi omo ma respect omo custom no tradition Russia for Ukraine no be omo respect ebio so omo jan tokwa no obe so on Zelensky ni no share on a round table to say the your studio ha no no hwe nanim ka asem kina asem kro no de yenim asemo enti Zelensky so age atom say oni no be share if he say ne odi ato justice here ne say or say he's calling for peace without delay if he say ni kuro no essay enti yemo mpae lawyer bacha baminti ogakra economic issue aye bobo so
yo akoko aho kire de ye ho akire baby na se me hu video bi a na bro ni bi nso de ne inside point some filling station fuel on prices na kosoro na country bi and fuel prices kosoro e ma bi bia kosoro ma te say
eno Joe Biden kasai o say America for fanche no say niema boy de na nyo no Russia and Ukraine
yes
any sanction no na dia ba Italy almost say almost kotopa no ne boy den almost delay so Germany ni ade ba
in fact I can be bia na fuel price kosoro transport price so kosoro na so almost 15% ma te say almost busa 20% na ya wasem ye ho akire na we feel say IMF no de say ye betumi ayi bibia me yanko because IMF no conditionalities bia na no ye ko obi no e ma ye ho kire nso chan ye because e mean say public sector embargo on recruitment nti ye nketisia ne Ntie we school no this are buying to me inform meanwhile ho kire nso nti no private sector no so engrow ye na tumi open up spaces for new recruitment. Nti prof mo kire students ya de no mu we school a na o ma betra fie. They are still burden on their parents. And say parents see no more mu ahwe wa ene school ko na easy. Na for we asan betra fie san to no ma odi. San so then nipa kakra ye adwuma no so no the burden on them. Enso san akosoro. Nti me feel say omo hia yempanyefo hia peduase. Ebedu anwumre na o kira mo wie no. Bibi pabi enfiri mu mra na yes adia sia eden sia ko gina filling station na auto fuel sika a obeyi de atuaka enye easy then you pay entum de eje na eje nti sia no the quality of life are leading kwa na ekofom na aban no said the IE for suggesting other CSOs so suggesting no I think say baby bebre wo ho e betia plug loopholes bebre wo e betia plug be the exemption tax exemptions obi akọ finance sika so atọ na say be private business say obesi ni hotel e na bank man tax exemptions I know say ni nyina ya de a in fact uti o man say wo ye adwuma na tu aka boso na ye tell tax source a ana eya woni tua wo hwe paper no so pay slip so na hwe tax a wotua commission bi no agina hwe tax a wotua ye tu escapa but ye can say aban no so hwe hia sika say obeye ya kwan nsuo ene niema electricity be ko ba bi a omunya bi na omo so abrabo akoso nti me feel say emwa bi a say yenso ye de bo aban no ye de bebo no but omo so hwe because there should be that confidence there we see entitled your belt I also title there first say the prof can you know when there's that commitment credibility from the person asking for support and help near me feel say timamufo no so be man say yenso ye bebo na ye me mean the traffic ma me driving na me hwe me fuel level gauge now the V8 bia betwam me wa one ni traffic one mre fuel no so na ato yempo nti esa na atete e serious but ade o se ehwe ni ye the security implications of such hardship on the nation se nipa ho kire da nipa ni bre na ma akromfo sorry kese so obi akwaje mortgage in dollars in Ghana in dollars na hwe dollar yi se de esiko nti woni msa o de kase bosom bia na se bia 2,500 but in dollars na wutu ya ntino with the city equivalent you two pay you had projected that you say na you meet you every month dollar ne cost na mortgage no so cost me wa salary entum nti aban no in fact the first thing I was here dollar situation no so no o say you can was na say Bank of Ghana for be about 300 million dollars in fact go for bid of 500,000 nti e buy no within a year asa is that when you been to If I mean, radio cry, they say business don't get the exchange rate now. Because we call about Chinese and Onyano. And right, the material is $1 bro, 8 cedis. Pounds bro, 10 cedis. So, you never be bro so chroma say, I crack. Until you force care coffin. And Yama, ye turn a bon sense of boy, yedding. Uncle be a woman. Now, so cook rooms is so tired, then you feel it. It's not easy. Until you see, the quality of life I really don't know. Coffin, quite a coffin. Poverty levels.
And I'm a type of Kusia, ya no power traffic. They didn't question. Now, and I'm do traffic more La Pass now. They catch their runners at the Tokosia. Yeah, 1 city. I see 1 city 50 pesos. Now, they also more de Ibiatus.
In fact, you say Bibia, in so Bibia, Obako, that what I do, baby, now, Oko Hacha. Some the notice about say 3 days a year too. Tobacco, no, you might have been when you must. What budget is saying now? Obako atum Bibia. The end to my papa and wait in the from bread in the end to my who say the size of the bread no from the Korean atum. So, and the Ubia said $1 cost. In fact, I hear near come Ribia. High for cry, would you mind is cow or say $1 cost rule? Why? Because also this cannot got idea. So, into me feel say, Brian baby, no. Abano, and you be
trouble for cry. Yeah, but I mean, I said that trust your count so $1 cost.
So, Abano, and you be my what I know is a problem. Almost a petroleum price build up on about 40% here tax. You almost see here tax. Eddie I any money, but a memo say I walk and we hear no. Now buy no your top buy say I buy boy. No show leadership say this is it. I'm happy say Omusia, no take a decision. I want something concrete to come out of.
Lawyer, what do you make of say you're professor or said in Komoa? Na conditions in the business say I buy cutting expenditure. Na unchecking leakage. Baby I just say no and also can play a role. And no bemwa.
Very well. So, Auditor General's report, Scar in Munugu, last year. Scar in Munugu, and also pa. To say, in fact, just be a name more harm if you say, you know, Chroma say, because Auditor General report every year, Public Accounts Committee, Becca, says, say, misappropriation, misapplication. Nema says, yeah, this can be fine. Dear, into and I'm only into found. Yeah, you hear him. Baby, I be say near pen. Say a pair honey. If you say, or say yes, I need Emma Yahotoye. You beat to say Yakas are buying and cut it down. Even the ministries near ministry will be aligning. Seriously, first near Minister of Agric, Food and Agriculture, and you could see my fisheries near him. The fisheries need to be agriculture. It should be able to. Near Minister of Education, Science and Technology. I don't think so. No more because a human has a pan, a technocrat in a year. In ministers in a way,
because we to say Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Roads. I am the Ministry of Road and Transport. Because because I never can go na car kwanko.
Oh, and a human has a pan, technocrats in a year. Ministers in a year just policy directions we normally do, but technocrats in a year, human. Almost feature more a ridiculous technocrats natural, no natural. I want to figure ahead. I say choice for the boys. Into what ministry biana, also your chief director, also your secretary, also your drivers, also your name be. Into me feel say I know they a good call. Now some say to me a bold. Meaning about say showing leadership and being bold. Tell people say yes. In as much as say my boy me aba bemu. Or thank you mama juma mama but we don't pen so be maybe we also cut it down. I
was a president Kasa, a child mine baby
exactly. In fact also saying crying.
After baby almost kono. Also my public speech.
You be also saying crying.
Fellow Ghanaians.
Yes. No sre. No more estandi opposition no. Minority in parliament. Ekasa. Say you do pempe so be a here more. In fact, the question enye.
I want to have a question no to you. Na yeah maybe so simple. Minority for no say economic management and the Mampene Kufuor near large Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and then more Mohammed in the Abedu baby yedri. Abano so there be a COVID and Ukraine and Russia and Tokwane the Abedu baby yedri. Lawyer, they are any amfa.
Me no money adwene say economic management team na emomode. Ye do baby a ahokyera ba wiase. De nipa be ye bia me fi say omo so enye de omo pe say esini. And enye president ne vice president kwa na a constitute economic management team and as minister of finance and kwa. But me feel say do baby a ye do. Yema politics in conform kakra. Ni anyu no man ho. Cause say echira MBP lusu na say we ndi so ba. E ba na anye ya na ba beto. yen to aba ma ase be ka problem kire ye to aba ma ase be solve problem the first way minority and opposition kire say wo hwe say me hwe ye me hwe fa wo so alternative solutions bra na yen fa hwe say ye ho beto ya na
ma lawyer na MPP opposition no omo ye biti aban no wa bem omo ko senti omo me nko omo anko Dr. Bawumia public lecture or say if the fundamentals are weak CD depreciation ni ade no expose you nti omo so atiki no and omo e de kira aban say okay wo na wo ho no ye ne hwe
se na no na nya na nso enye
okay
se na no obi ye bi na so so anye ni ya o so ye bi tine mfa ya to aba mo so mo ye mpanimfo do mu ni aban mu ye ba still aban no ka ho ko legislature no ana for executive ni judiciary na ka ho bom ye sa three arms of government no me feel say ni kwan say ye omo pe see ye be hwe say oman no be collapse you be on our knees that should be then adwen papa enim dem de kakra omu ni say politics ye no fuel no because you nim the esi into no yefanya politics unlike previous like need to koto fuel gallon mu ni de campaign platforms no ene mi hu bi na mum dollar na ekoso ne yeka de na ebe ye ama dollar no e betumi a stabilize no de na ebe ye ama timamufuo ho atom de na ebe ye ama oban na nye ska obetumi aye kwa because ye ka nyina nka fuo ni ade nyina no ne fuo nkwa na ka ara ne onu oto
okay
wo kwa aboso kan akoto spare parts so wo kwan nya wo ka besai
and the lawyer baby out there jinai cedi the dollar ni yenya ne tay because under mampedi mahama be kaipa Mills mahama edu baby na cedi depreciation na Samuel Lajiba Bawumia twetwe wo na Anita de Soso the then women organizer or say emotia and America na say wa unua lawyer Abraham Aliba or sinkofo esi abrosan da tenten no high rise builders and ama sika no say
you can see Yusufun bebre into charging
ebi so say nkofo Yusufun bebre eno ka ho bi edu ba bia na aba na desperate na onhunu ya onye and MPP opposition no omo play with politics with aban and then they abedu omo so na still no yenya dan as oman
in fact they also say immediate in fact now we need immediate solutions not long term because long term yati answer yen consume yen produce niam wa ha me yen koto niam ma niam bo so yen produce wa ha yen ni naka de but immediately no unim the ama sai we aban ye credibility and then downgrade by the friends ye Moody's mo ni and na mai say no yen yeska ebi ni say ye koje loan this week on 3 occasions omo ntian pass bill for a loan because that loan nyina na ma yeska eba support aban na yi me feel say edu pepper so a ye niema ye kra ni bi wo ho a o say ye teso aban no enye niema mfa niema ngu akwam say de be ya ye pentem akoto niema wa manone tell say education ba so sese na temamufo na anka sanso yenso ye boa bi say de na prof ken bi fuel aban no because em premier twem no mkoto OMCs no koto a omoboka tena aban na soso exchange rate differential tena omo de ma bulk oil distributors no ema ye ho emiemie kakra nti aban no betumi aboa samre ewumi nye individuals but the enso betumi aboa ne say ye be cut down our taste of foreign goods so that yen chesi dollar ni bebre say and dollar ni ho ntina ma ye ho akere ye no dollar ni ho anke ho nkere ye be ni ho nti kakra na o man ni mu no obi ye pe say ano oda na obi busa menye ska me fa nkoto bank anase me fa nto dollar nguo because say save ska 5,000 na echina 5,000 bi rate value terms time value of money na e reduce say obi a what ko fam
lawyer Dominic Brenya and Motin and Kano. We have 4 minutes to wrap up the show. Tiaka 2 minutes. Medebema lawyer and prof na omodia wrap up. I have a lot of messages. Mamifa 1 minute in Kamba Kubie. Na share. I'll say I'm enjoying your program. I love lawyer and prof. Okay, omoda say ya Kwarteng I'll say abano ma onfa bibia nkwahye Ukraine and Russia and Serbia and ya also the eba and no consent teacher or bombing kwa ode eba. Thank you very much. Honorable Akuoko, I'm enjoying the program. Okay, one funny D Lord Ose22 elbonim.com or say KK. Thanks to Nana Bodo. He has said it all. Okay, Nana Kansan Bodo. Nana, good morning. Or say Akuoko. Ghana is broken down. Mampenye Kufuado and it's better they do something about it. We free Kwabena AJ Continental and Kranzan South and or the about good morning, Akuoko, please. Okay, a message, I think so. Okay, Prof. My memory.
Let me say.
Okay,
let me say. He mentioned like how can we address this issue? Indeed, we are here because of the inability to, have or stick to a long-term plan. Nanka would have alleviated some of these burdens or even minimized it today. So that's why there's a need for a long-term plan. But see, in the short term, a burden. It will be very difficult to solve it as expected. But you see, you mentioned a critical, variable here: consumption. Whenever there's an increase in consumption, are you okay? Theories propounded suggest that it enhances a country's, revenue base and all that. But they're the opposite. Because when consumption increases in a part of the world, we rather enhance the economic activities of other countries because we depend so much on them. And you can only solve this problem with a long-term plan. Okay. That is why Abdulhamid said, like as a country, we need to indeed add value to whatever we are doing here. Okay. So that the importation is reduced. What I say, and then there's even something that is going on. There's so much participation of foreign interests even in our companies. And the capital flight at the end of every year, it's too much. Sika companies will kruma every free kruma economy. Affect TSD, no. Yeah. What I say, it's not just about our consumption alone. No.
I'm the core dollar.
I'm the core dollar. I'm for city. Affect
companies.
We need a homegrown policy. Ever addresses some of those things and empower the Ghanaian to also own all these factories in the country. Yeah.
Prof, we are grateful for your time. Lawyer, let me try to under 30 seconds.
Let me try to say, Abani Hiska.
Okay.
Uhia Moa. Minority, ne majority. Omunka Timbum.
Okay.
No Mumwana Timum for Yahuntoye.
May I very grateful. Thank you very much. Nami Adama na oche sene yenua Same Edubuachi head of programs. Ne ma me Mrs. Rita Edubuachi Obwase. Yebekwa ye. And na yenua ba fosti multi credit savings and loans branch ewe Buakwa managers. Ne papa Hayford K Oting Oshumase kwada so. Oye na ye fosti nyamenchichi ore. And yenua Daniel a technician and then a birthday. And Dani yama happy birthday. And I'm honorable member. Dani ne OTV ne so no. Daniel, and your birthday, or boy Jumapa, Bantia fan pa, Ntiamano happy birthday, and Daniel, and no, and I'm assembly member, walk Kwabena, so honorable Richard Kwabena Irebi, and your birthday, honorable Irebi, Yama happy birthday. The show is produced by Queer PSA Asarabedia Con, Chief Executive Producer, and Raymond, and Jeff Nitikonom Eboa. No, me did the Kwabena Akuoko Kwarteng. Kessben Amansan Ntie media me da no pa bia no so ko si no nkron yenhia na yemfamremo mema musu na Jola Katna se at the sports eba Black Star kuma se ne ebebo match no na eden ne wom sports for no atrase yaka bia no omode bram yada ma se ema monitie Kessben 92.9 Accra Kessben 93.3 FM kuma se na Kessben television. Happy weekend. Yak